Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we actually have to talk about Apple because Apple's privacy isn't all that it lives up to be, and they are getting sued as a result of a Gizmodo article. This is a follow-up by Thomas Germain of Gizmodo, and I think this is really important, so heads up Apple users, I'm talking to you. Now, here's what's going on according to Gizmodo. Apple is facing a class action lawsuit for allegedly harvesting iPhone user data even when the company's own privacy settings promise not to. Now, the suit was filed this past Thursday in California's federal court, and it comes days after, as I mentioned, Gizmodo reported on research into how multiple iPhone apps send Apple Analytics data, regardless of whether the iPhone Analytics privacy setting is turned on or off. Now, this problem was spotted by two independent researchers at the software company Mysk, who found that the Apple App Store they send Apple exhaustive information about nearly everything that you do in the app, despite the privacy settings. And here we are. iPhone Analytics, which claims to, quote, disable the sharing of device analytics altogether, when switched off, is still sending information. Now, Gizmodo asked the researchers to run additional tests on other iPhone apps, including Apple Music, Apple TV, Books, and Stocks. The researchers found that this problem persists across most of Apple's suite of built-in iPhone apps. Now, the lawsuit accuses Apple of violating the the CIPA, that's the California Invasion of Privacy Act. Quote, privacy is one of the main issues that Apple uses to sell its products apart from competitors. That is according to the lawsuit that you can go ahead and read. And I continue the quote, but Apple's privacy guarantees are completely illusory. Now, the company has basically plastered, I've talked about this, all across the country with the slogan privacy, that's iPhone. Interestingly enough, at one of the big conferences just before the pandemic in Las Vegas, they had a huge billboard in front of the conference that said basically goes on in an apple, stays in an apple, referencing the Las Vegas motto of what goes on in Vegas, stays in Vegas, that kind of thing. And I called BS on it then. It's nice to get backup. Now, as seen in the video posted to the Mysk YouTube channel, the App Store appears to harvest information about your activity in real time, including what you tap on, which apps you search for, what ads you see, how you found a given app, and how long you looked at an app's page. Meaning, are you lingering? Meaning you're interested, but maybe want a competitor. Now, Apple's privacy settings make explicit promises about shutting off that kind of tracking, but in tests, turning the iPhone Analytics setting off had no evident effect on data collection, nor did any of the iPhone's other built-in settings meant to protect your privacy from Apple's data collection. Mysk's settings on the Apple App Store found that basically Apple receives all of that data along with details that can identify you and your device, including numbers that basically what kind of phone you've got, what kind of phone you're using, your screen resolution, your keyboard languages, and how you're connected to the internet. Are you on Wi-Fi? Are you on your cellular provider? That kind of information obviously is known as device fingerprinting. I've talked about that extensively here as well. Now, when the researchers looked at other iPhone apps at Gizmodo's request, they found that many behave similarly. And on top of this, while the health and wallet apps did not collect analytics data, Apple Music, TV, Books, and the iTunes Store, and Stocks all did. The Stocks app shared data, including your list of watched stocks, the names of the stocks that you viewed or searched for, and timestamps when you did, as well as a record of any news articles that you saw in that app as well. So obviously, this is a huge problem. Apple is being sued. I've said it for years. Apple lies about their privacy settings and their security settings as well, going back to 2015 when they removed all the antivirus from the sandboxing store, when they had the I'm a Mac, I'm a PC, and they said, oh, well, you can never get infected. If you're an Apple, literally Justin Long said that in a commercial, you can go watch it. It's clearly not true. Apple people, you might love your products. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the hype. Apple is getting sued. You can go watch the evidence for yourself on the Mysk website. And so this is Mysk, website or YouTube channel. So this obviously is a huge issue. We've got verifiable proof. Apple is violating your privacy. Heads up, iPhone and iPad users. You can't say you haven't been told. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well, all of which will also violate your privacy, but we know that, and they don't basically plaster it over billboards. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private unless you're on an Apple using their apps, in which case you're not. Take care.